What's going on, everybody? Kenny Bomb is in the building, and right now, a lot of us are enjoying AEW Fight Forever. Is this game perfect? No. But if you expected a perfect game, shame on you. That's just not how things work in 2023. They release these games and they fix them with updates. A lot of things in AEW Fight Forever work very well. Some things don't work well at all. But THQ is looking for these things and they're looking to fix these things. Communication was bad when this game was being rolled out, but now that we have it, the communication seems to be a lot better. THQ's community manager dropped a tweet on us asking us to give them things that we like about AEW Fight Forever, things that we don't like about AEW Fight Forever, and things we want to see in AEW Fight Forever. And this tweet got some very interesting responses, so let's take a look at them and see what type of fixes we can expect to see in AEW Fight Forever. But first, if you're enjoying AEW Fight Forever, drop a like on this video. If not, let me know what's going on in the comment section. But don't forget to smash that subscribe button because this is going to become your new favorite spot for everything pro wrestling. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
So here's the tweet we got from THQ CM Zaidi. AEW Fight Forever community, I need your help. Give me your top 3 good, bad, and wish list features. Working on a massive feedback spreadsheet for AEW, Ukes, and THQ Nordic. Retweet so we get as many voices as possible heard. Bugs is not included, and be polite about it. First of all, why wouldn't bugs be included here? If there are bugs in the game, don't you want to address those first? What they really need to fix is the issue where if you're online playing a 4-way match and you pin somebody, it goes 1, 2, 3, match keeps going. Somebody else pins somebody, 1, 2, 3, match keeps going. Somebody else pins somebody, 1, 2, 3, match is over. So even if you got the win or that second person got the win, you lost the match because that third person got the pin. That's a bad bug and that needs to be addressed. But let's keep it moving. Quick disclaimer, no promises that everything will be done, but the more we know something is wanted, the more likely we are to make it happen. Now that's big. So everybody come in here and tell them we need the blood and guts match. Not with 2 rings and 2 big cages and 12 people in there going crazy. I'll be fine with just 1 ring, give us a cage with the roof on it, like the Hell in a Cell match. Let us go on top of the cage and slam each other through. That's all we need. Call it blood and guts and call it a day. Or maybe that's just what I want. Let's see what everybody else had to say. And first up, we got our friends at Pounding the Meat Pausecast, because that's crazy. So on their wish list, they have the cage match. And I agree with that. I'm surprised they didn't get the cage match in the game to begin with. They got something like the exploding barbed wire death match. I think that's kind of what cost us the cage match, but cage match is kind of essential to a wrestling game. It's not one I always go to, but it's always nice to have it in there. It's nice to run into it in like Road to Elite or the story mode, career mode in the game. So surprised they didn't get the cage match in there, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the first matches they get added. Let's see how much more we see on this list. So their second thing is more than 2 players in a ladder match. Now, a 2-player limit for the ladder match is insane. You think about like the best ladder matches that ever happened. You got the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys. Off top, that's a tag team match with 4 people. So the fact that this is limited to 2 wrestlers was just a weird decision to me. It can't be because of the weapons, because in the lights out match, you can have all kind of weapons in the ring and you can have 4 wrestlers in there as well. So I don't know why that decision was made, but I do hope that gets fixed very soon. And the last thing he has on his wish list is 2 local players able to go online. That's one that pretty much speaks for itself. If you have a friend come to your house, you can't play tag matches online with them because you can't do local tag teams. So I mean, yeah, that'd be something good to get tweaked also. Top 3 good things he sees in AEW Fight Forever. Number 1, the Casino Battle Royale. Now, I don't know too much about that one because you got guys coming in the ring with their finishers. They can hit you with them and throw you right out the ring. So I think that match kind of needs to be balanced a little bit. Number 2, Road to Elite. And I would agree with that. I like the fact that when you go through Road to Elite, you won't see the same story the second time that you saw the first time. In most cases. We'll say in most cases. Number 3, you have fun and addicting gameplay. And I think that is number 1. The gameplay in this is really fun. While there are some bugs, there are some minor gripes that you can get with it, but when you get in there and you have a match that actually goes smoothly, the game is very fun. Top 3 bad things. Creator Wrestler is very limited. That is terrible. I hate the fact that we only got 8 faces to choose from in the Creator Wrestler mode, but some people are getting in there and making some good creations. We're going to be having a Creator Wrestler video coming up here pretty soon, and I'll show y'all exactly what I mean. Match types limited, that's something that we talked about, and kickout system. So I agree, kickout system is bad. It seems like if you get pinned, you're done. Pretty much no matter what's going on in the match, you can get hit with the body slam. If your meter's just a little bit close to that blue, you're done. So I think what they need to do is definitely tweak it. Make the wrestlers more durable, because it seems like you can just get pinned at any time. Sometimes when we play online, we go in here and do matches together. Just like that, somebody's getting pinned and it's over. So I don't like that. They do need to get a different pin system, even if they keep it the same where you smash the buttons, make the wrestlers more durable, definitely. But give us a little meter that we can see filling up so you know if you got a chance to kick out or not. Now, some people say they prefer a pin mini game. Personally, I prefer to mash the buttons. I just need to know if I got a chance to kick out or not. So shout out to Pounding the Meat podcast with some great suggestions. Next up, we got Lynch Reborn. If y'all don't follow Lynch Reborn and you want to keep an eye on the mods, be sure you go ahead and give him a follow on Twitter. So Lynch Reborn just gave us a wish list. Themes renamed to wrestler names, IDK, the track names, pagination for long lists like creating entrance motions and call names, trios matches. I think it's going to be a while before we get trios matches. Optional secondary pin minigame. I think he said that perfectly. I would like for them to add an optional pin minigame, but don't make it our only way to kick out, because I prefer button mashing. Some people prefer the pin minigame. So I think he said that perfectly. Next up, we got Jay Barnacles. The good, excellent gameplay. I 100% agree with that. Wish list, more creative wrestler options and parts. That's going to be important for them to get in here soon. It'd be nice if we could use any existing attire in the game for cause. That's an interesting idea. I think that is a good idea. 3-way, 4-way, and tag team ladder matches. So it looks like that's something a lot of people are going to want. We got Matt Black. Good. Gameplay. Agree. Accessibility control or accessible controls. Agree. Functioning online. Yes, I did say while we were playing online live on this channel, the online does work great in this. Some glitches, of course, but it does work really good. Bad. Creation mode. All of it. I agree. They really need to rebuild Creative Wrestler mode, because what we have is really just in there for them to say it's in there. Next, we got lack of exhibition match types. That's something that we've seen a lot on this list. Wish list, expanded creation modes. Yes, please. More exhibition match types in New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor DLC content. Yes, I'm sure we'll get that down the line, but they got to get a lot of these AEW wrestlers in here first. The Gun Club didn't make the initial cut. Are you guys out of your mind? You got to get the Gun Club in here ASAP. And Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter. It's just some work to be done before we get New Japan or Ring of Honor DLC content. Next, we got Dion, aka Hogwarts is my home. Top 3 wish list features the ability to have the arena selected randomly. I mean, sure, it's like a quality of life thing that would be beneficial. So yeah, tutorial video on how to do moves and reverses correctly, and if possible, the ability to create belts. Now, the ability to create belts would be massive, especially if we can take those belts online to do like title defenses and stuff like that. That'll be amazing. That'll add a lot to this online game that we have. Also, I know this is 4, but I am really enjoying the game. I would like to know DLC for the game. I'm intrigued with the AEW as a selection. Make me wonder if there will be future promotions. Before we worry about future promotions, we need to get AEW wrestlers in this game. So hopefully that's something we visit down the line, but not right now. Next up, we got Smack Talks, who says, good. Gameplay is solid and a great base to build on. 100%. Again, said perfectly. This is a great foundation to build upon. If they give us Fight Forever 2 in maybe 2 years, that game is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Bad. The creation suite is too limited. Yeah. And that's something else. If they don't fix it in this game, that creation system is going to have to be A1 in the next game. They're going to have to show it off before it's released and everything, because right now it's tough. And this is not what you want to have people think about whenever they're playing your wrestling game. So they got to improve that. Wishlist, more comprehensive creation features, e.g. customization sliders for face and body parts. The fact that that's not there is crazy, y'all. Ability to import custom logos. Yeah, so all good stuff, especially for Create Arena. I would say those custom logos are really important. Next up, we got GBG. Good. Move variety and uniqueness. I was very surprised when I started creating my wrestler and I saw how many moves were in this game, because we saw when Evil Uno was playing, it looked like it was very limited and everybody just had the same knee lift, but that's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. That's something I was worried about, but they did get it right when it comes to the moves. Attention to innovative and returning details, for sure. Presentation, though dated. I don't think the presentation is dated. I think it's really good. The only thing I don't like really about the presentation is the character select screen. If they can rework that, I think they definitely need to do that. But I mean, again, that's just really a quality of life thing for me to look at. So it doesn't really hurt. Bad. Kickouts. Coming back feels impossible after a finish is used. 100%. One of my biggest problems I have with this game. Lack of arenas out of the box. The arenas are really fine because you got AEW Dynamite and you got the pay-per-views. I mean, sure, we can have the new arena, but AEW kind of wrestles in the same arenas all the time. Now, I'm surprised they didn't get Daly's place in here. We were in Daly's place for a long time, so I'm surprised that didn't make the cut. Well, if you think about it, the way they shoot the crowd in the game, I don't think Daly's place would have worked too much. Yeah, it really wouldn't have worked. Lack of match types, yeah, absolutely. Wish list, frequent content updates. I agree. That's one thing that we're going to need if they want to keep this game alive. A GM mode, I think you're asking for a bit much with a GM mode. Maybe in the next one. Updated branding for the UI and presentation. So it sounds like he has a big problem with the presentation. I don't, but I guess some people may. Let me know what y'all think about the presentation in the comment section. Next, we got Fred Francis. Create a story mode. Expanded creation modes, which includes more parts and customizable shapes for bodies. Should have been already in there. And be able to import custom images into the game for various uses like create a wrestler, create an arena. The creation mode is just bare bones right now, so I mean, they need to get face sliders in there first before they worry about all this other stuff. Add more create and arena parts and not just the 2 tunnels for the stages. Need some with 1 tunnel entrance and we'll be able to customize the Trons and such. Yeah, but a big thing he has here is create a story mode. Ukes is the team that came up with that, so it's possible. It's possible. They don't voice act in these in this game, so I mean, create a story would definitely work. I don't know how clean it would be, but it would work. Next, we got Trenton Wright. The ability to do an actual Irish whip in the Battle Royale and barbed wire match would be great. I mean, just match type design choices. So, I mean, you want the match or not kind of in that case. Because, I mean, I can see why you can't do them, but hey. Tyler Keenan says, for me, having all the locked superstars unlocked. Are you saying you want everybody unlocked as soon as you fire the game up? I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I like to have locked superstars that we can actually unlock that aren't DLC, so I think it's a good thing they have some locked stars in there. But he said superstars, just like I say it, so y'all don't get at me. I know it's a WWE thing, but I come in peace. More match types like blood and guts, yes, but if you're expecting blood and guts to be in there with 2 big rings and 2 big cages with 12 wrestlers going at it, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen in AEW Fight Forever. I hate to tell y'all, but cancel Christmas. If they do blood and guts, I would be fine with it being 1 ring with the Hell in a Cell style cage. What more could we ask for in that point? But I don't want it if they're not going to let us get out the cage. So if we can't get out the cage in that match, keep it. Coffin match, I think that'll be pretty much an easy one to add. So I would love to see a coffin match in there. Orange Punch, Munch, Tag Team, Battle Royal, Trios matches. When you say Orange Punch, I think he's referring to the, what was the Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy match called? The Screwdriver, Margarita, Pineapple Parade match where they threw Chris Jericho in the pool of orange juice. Yeah, I would love to see that match in the game. I think that'll be another unique match, just like the Exploding Barbed Wire Death match. So that'll be cool if they can get it in there. More attires for all wrestlers and updated themes. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these wrestlers have been there long enough to switch up their attire. So if they wanted to add more attires to the wrestlers, they definitely could. And updated themes. I don't know whose theme isn't up to date in this right now, so let me know in the comment section. Good, easy to pick up and play, absolutely. Bad, too small of a roster. I don't think the roster is too small. There's definitely a lot of people missing from the roster, but a lot of the wrestlers I want to use did actually make the cut. So again, that's subjective. Maybe your favorite wrestler didn't make the cut, but they definitely need to add more wrestlers, 100%. All right, well, let's cover a few more. So Zaw says, cause we know that's bad. Bad. Bailout perk needs to only be usable during orange / signature spirit phase. That's a good one. I don't think so. I don't think it needs to be used during orange, because why would you need it? The benefit of the feature is to get you out of trouble. So if you're blue, I think you should be able to use that, definitely. Only one time in a match, so yeah, I think that's fine. Increase overall wrestler durability, 150%. And add regeneration to health. I don't know about that one. That would be a good conversation. Should they add regeneration to health or not? Or should they just make them more durable? Y'all let me know that in the comment section as well. AI doesn't go for flying finishers. Listen, every time I get to the top rope, whoever's laying down jumps up, so that's a problem. Match types. Iron Man would be cool. Iron Man match would be cool in this, especially online where guys like to pin so fast. I think an Iron Man match would actually be really cool. Special ref, that's something I would love to see in this game, because I want to do tournaments on this channel, but the fact that, you know, it's tough if somebody can't record on their end. I could be in the match, and if I'm the special ref, I can run the ref as the tournament leader. So I think that would be very beneficial. That'll make a lot of great content if they can get a special referee match in this game. Trios, that's what everybody wants. I don't know how soon we'll actually see that with the amount of people that we see on the ring kind of limited. All right, let's get one more. You know what? I see Mason Sosa here, so we'll get his as well. Let's get two more. And if y'all want to see part 2 where we go through a few more of these, let me know in the comment section. I'll be on vacation for the next few days, and I need something to actually push out. So let me know if y'all want to see part 2. Kyle Kellogg, Road to Elite is excellent. I agree. It's great. It's a great mode, so I won't even give any pushback on that. Wrestling entrants are good. They're fine. The entrances are fine. We know they're short, but again, after I've seen them, I skip them all the time, so it really doesn't matter to me. Smooth gameplay and chain wrestling. The gameplay is definitely smooth, and I love it. Chain wrestling, I don't run into often, so yeah, I think it's cool that it's in there, though, most definitely. I think the only time I run into it was when I was unlocking the Big Show, so yeah, I like to see chain wrestling in here. I think it's a nice mechanic. Reverse system could be easier. I don't know if you want to make it easier. Some people already reverse too much. I think they kind of need to limit the reversal system. Maybe give you know what? I don't like when they limit it to you only having like 3 or 4 reverses. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they give you 3 and they regenerate over time. I don't know how you can fix it, but I just hate to be in there and somebody just reversing. It makes it really no fun. I mean, you could switch it up for sure, but yeah, cancel Christmas on that. Better mini games. I think the mini games are fine and they serve their purpose. So they did say they're adding more. So I mean, let's get to that. 3 more creative wrestler features. We already talked about that. That is obvious. Dog collar match is a great match for them to add. So yeah, I would love to see dog collar match. And he mentioned special guest referee. I definitely want to see that for reasons we already mentioned. Mason Sosa says more matches like steel cage for sure, blood and guts for sure, and trio. So that's something that a lot of people are requesting here. Let's see, more ladder matches, tag, trios, fatal 4. He does mention here a tornado tag, and that is something that I'm surprised isn't in the game, because even if you go online, you can't do a tornado match. So what you gotta really do is just have a 4-way match and tell your buddy, yo, I'm not gonna fight you, you don't fight me, and that's how you work tornado matches. So that's a mess. If you can already do a 4-way match, why not just make it where you can have a partner in there? That's crazy to me. Now, I know I said that was the last one, but we can't get up out of here without looking at my list. But first, you guys follow me on Twitter. Almost at 1,000. Let's get to that. Send me a message if you want, and I'll follow you back. So, here's what we have for the good. Gameplay overall. I think this game is very fun. Despite all the bugs, the glitches, limited match types, when you get in there and play what we do have, the game is a lot of fun, and I think that is a great thing. That is the most important thing, I would even say. Next up, the Lights Out match. I think the Lights Out match is the star of this game. My favorite match to play in every time I get in there. It's always a different outcome. I always find something new to do, and I really like that. Next, we got different story paths in Road to Elite. Now, while Road to Elite is not perfect, the fact that we get different storylines a lot of times when you play through that mode makes it unpredictable, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable. Now, things like lose every match to unlock the Big Show, I don't like that. That's really grindy, and I don't think that was a good decision. But overall, I do really like the Road to Elite mode. The bad, poor wrestler durability and the pin system. You can get pinned too fast in the game. Just as a lot of other people have been saying, I think this needs to be fixed and updated fast. Next up, something else a lot of people have been complaining about, create a wrestler. I think this mode needs to be pretty much wiped and revamped. No blood from mounted punches. Now, I don't see a lot of other people complaining about this, but one of my favorite things when I'm trying to have that 7-star match is to make the opponent bleed. And the fact that you can't do it in like a one-on-one match, just punch them, then you get the red flash where they get busted open. I don't really like that. It seems like the only way you can make them bleed in this game is a weapon, and I think they need to get that fixed. And for my wish list, we got to get the guns in here. Why are the guns not in the base version of this game? I don't care when they caught fire. I don't even care when they got signed. When the guns walked in the door, they should have had those face scanners lined up, warmed up, and ready to get them scanned in this game. AEW, it's not right. It's not right, and y'all got to fix it with the mini-men entrance. Let's get to that. Next up, we got 1 versus 1 blood and guts match. Now, that's something a lot of people is asking for as well, but a lot of people are just saying blood and guts, and I'm thinking y'all mean like the 6-man, 12-man match, however many people they have in there with 2 cages, like the War Games. That's going to take a while. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I would be fine with the Hell in a Cell style blood and guts match. Let's get that done. And last but not least, more match options online. The fact that the online matches are limited to things that like we have in the game we can't do online. I think that's kind of strange, so I think that needs to be fixed as well. But that is all for today. If y'all want to see me go through more of these under this tweet, let me know in the comment section. Or if y'all want to leave the good, the bad, and your wish list in the comment section, maybe we go through those in the next video. If you do, try to limit it to 3 because we want to make sure we get through as much as possible. But thank y'all for tuning into this video. If you think we should do part 2 directly from the comment section, drop a like on this video. But don't forget to smash that subscribe button because this is going to be your new favorite spot for everything pro wrestling. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.